Hey guys, what is up? Derek from Bomb Socks here with another day of Bomb Bites, where we're feasting upon the words of Christ one bite at a time. Today is the conclusion of our little 3-day member training chapters right here in Alma chapters 17 and 18. I hope it's been a good little experience for you right here as you've done these. Again, how we've done this, little different format than normal. There's a little Google Doc right underneath here, and what you can do is click on it. It'll send you, you can print it out, you can look at it just on your phone, your tablet, or computer, whatever, your TV, whatever, however you want to do it right there. But you can go through, and it gives you some little exercises to do. We had numbers 1, 2, and 3 the first day, 4, 5, and 6 yesterday, and then today we've just got 7 through 10 right there. And it's taking you through and showing you what Ammon did to be a good member missionary. And that's what made him so effective. And the story is a cool storyline. It's a fairly well-known story, and I hope you're using the videos that the church has put together with this right here. Go check those out as well. They're wonderful. They're on your Gospel Library app. You can put those together if you're looking for a storyline. Again, it's a fairly well-known story to those who have been in the church their whole life. If you haven't, oh, you're in for a treat with this story right here. So if you haven't done the first two, pause it right here. Go back and do the last couple right there. It's something that I think will help you in your personal scripture study right here. So today, go through and do numbers 7 through 10, and then I'm going to come back with you in just after you're done with that, and just kind of conclude some thoughts with this whole little experience right here. So go ahead and hit pause, and we'll see where it takes us. I love the way Ammon was a friend to the king, and I love how the first little bits of this story, he's serving, he's a friend, he's an example, he's bold, but he's doing what he should be doing right there, and finally wins the hearts of the king and his people to the point where he is now able to teach them. So as a teacher, again, my full-time gig is I'm a seminary and institute teacher of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Bomb Socks is just our cool little side hustle that we're doing. There's a quote from Elder Holland that for me has made all the difference in the world and has really affected me as a teacher. This is what he said. He said, if students are unresponsive, maybe you can't teach them yet, but you can love them. And if you love them today, maybe you can teach them tomorrow. I think that is totally within our power. None of that is dependent upon them. We can love them from start to finish, and miracles will happen. That's what Ammon did with King Lamoni. He became his friend. He became a trusted servant to him. As I think about this, there's a cool little message from a few years ago that I have always loved. It is such a cool example of everything that you have seen with regards to Ammon's example. So watch this right here, and we'll come right back.
If you're not a full-time missionary with a missionary badge pinned on your coat, now is the time to paint one on your heart. The Lord needs you, now more than ever, to be an instrument in His hands. All of us have a contribution to make to this miracle.
I was called as young men's president out here originally, and my first meeting out here was with one boy, and that was Junior Reyes.
I was the only one at church. Every time I go to firesides with our youth leader, and it would just be me, and I'll be like, I gotta open my mouth. There's a lot of kids in Immokalee.
And Junior Reyes was challenged to go out and go invite some more friends, first to the scouting activities and then also to the Sunday meetings. And because of that, we had Wedner Dolly, join, and other friends, and those friends invited friends,
and from there on, step by step, we got more and more kids. It all started with one person. It's like a tree.
Today we have 26 active boys coming to church.
Our core is always together. I mean, we do everything together. There's a strong feeling in our group that we're brothers.
I love my brothers. Without them, I don't know where I would be right now.
They're simple to me because, every time if I'm about to do something bad or anything like that, I think twice, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm pretty to holder and stuff, and my friends are calling on me to do the right thing, and I'm calling on them to do the right thing. So yeah, it's really important to me.
Since we're from the church, we know what we expect out of each other.
It's important because it keeps us all together. If someone's not coming to church, I can ask them, why you don't come to church? We all miss you, we need you, and they'll come. When one try to fade out, we can always bring them back.
The largest group we have in our branch is our Young Men program, because these guys, they live the gospel, they're disciples of Christ, and they love the Lord, and they're not afraid to invite their friends to to come and have the happiness and joy that they have.
I'm not afraid to talk to other people about the church because I tell them what's true, like what I know is true about Jesus Christ and about the church.
And sometimes church come up and like, what church you go to? Like, I go to Latter-day Saints church. Like, I say, what's that? Like, come see, you'll see.
It shows that they really care and stuff. Like, they got the gospel and it did good for them, and they don't want nobody left behind.
To me, to be a believer is you're not afraid to tell people what you know is true because you're a believer.
We read in Doctrine and Covenants that they're challenged to invite all to come on to Christ. And that's exactly what they did.
These guys are so effective at being friends. And as you are a friend, and as you're a little bit bold, I love that, come see what is bringing us happiness. And all of a sudden you see this little branch that just grows like crazy. I love that right there. These young men are effective missionaries. There's a cool little quote that I just want to finish up with right here from Elder Neil L. Anderson. If you're not a full-time missionary with a missionary badge pinned on your coat, now is the time to paint one on your heart. Painted, as Paul said, not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living God. We are all, as members of the church, asked to be missionaries to share this wonderful gospel with a world that is in desperate need of it. I think we can do it. I really think we can. And we shouldn't just leave it up to the missionaries. We should take opportunities to be able to do that right there and find ways to do it right there. It's hard. It's not an easy task whatsoever. I'm sure Ammon would tell you right now. That 14-year mission that I was on, yeah, I may have very well fed sheep for the first couple of years. We don't know necessarily the timeline there, but boy, what a faithful story. What a story of a faithful, good friend. So I hope this experience has been good for you. If you didn't print out anything, that's okay. If you just went with these messages, that's just fine as well. But if you did go through these little experiences, I'd love to know. Let us know in the comments section, either on YouTube or on Facebook, on Instagram, or wherever you're watching this right there. Love to see if these helped you out. And if they helped you out, we will continue to do some similar things like that here and there. If they didn't work, I promise you I'll never do them again. So, hey, you guys are so good. I appreciate your excitement for the gospel, and hope our excitement of the gospel is helping you as well to become what the Lord wants us to become, and to be able to share that gospel with everyone who will listen. So, be a friend, be a true example, and Lord will bless you. I know that's true. Hey, you guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Godspeed. Bye-bye.